Hey guys, what is up? And today in this video, I look very chic, very formal, because we're going to be talking about business. What I mean talking about business, you probably see from the title. I started off a business bang on in the middle of pandemic, and these are some of the stuff that I learned. How much sales did I get, how's it going now, and some of the tips that you might need to hear if you are thinking of starting your own business. So just a background story, I do have a business management qualification, so I studied business management with internship during my time at university. So I have graduated, yes, and I did learn a lot of things like marketing, positioning of certain product or services, as well as accounting and all the other stuff that you need to think about when starting a business. We also had an entrepreneurship program, which I was so scared to try on at that time because I didn't think I was that type of person that knows how to think outside of the box. But hey ho, there you go. It was my top course at that time, so I guess I should have taken that as a sign. Honestly, studying business and actually doing it is a whole different ball game. Like I was not prepared for this, but don't worry, I got you. Hopefully my story and some of the tips that I share in this video will be useful for you guys. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you are updated whenever I make new uploads. So how did my business start? So as I mentioned before, it started in the middle of the pandemic. So I launched January 2021, which was last year, and the idea came up to me around October of 2020. And the idea that I came up with, it was a very niche product, which I think was very targeted to specific customers, which also is the reason why it was successful. I wanted a side income business that would generate some money, just a little bit here and there. I wasn't expecting like a revenue of $1 million. You know, it wasn't that sort of business. It was literally a side income on top of my 9-to-5 job where I can just, spend some money here and there, because at that time I was actually in debt. If you don't know my debt story, I actually have a video somewhere in my channel. I link it here in this video as well, so it's easier for you guys to access it. But yeah, I was in debt and I wanted to clear off my debts as soon as possible. I was like determined to clear off my debts, and I just wanted to enjoy my money because, long story short, I had university debts and credit cards and loans, and I just wanted to be able to enjoy my money and not live paycheck to paycheck. So that was the driving force of the business, as well as the product that I was selling. I was very much interested in it because I love what I was selling. I was even like wearing what I was selling, because sometimes I would just wear them instead of selling them. I'm not going to tell you exactly what my business was, but it's in the line of jewelry. So that's that. When I started the business, I did not have any capital. I had £0. I mean, I had money from my 9-to-5 job, but I literally have nothing. I had to ask my boyfriend to kind of give me a head start on buying the products, just getting inventory really, and like packaging and all of that stuff. I literally had zero experience on running a business. I didn't know how to operate it whatsoever. I just wanted to sell the stuff that I was like buying in my inventory. So that was just one mistake. Make sure you have enough capital to run operation on your business. When the business started, it was like literally a trial and error. I had packaging, which was just like white boxes, and they were like too huge for one jewelry. And I had huge postal boxes that would cost me tons of money to send out, and stickers that were like pretty much useless. And it was all this like craziness. And then as I was progressing throughout the months, throughout the weeks of running the business, I became more aware. I had like trial and error and made sure that all the things that were doing really bad, I kind of improved that based on customer feedback, etc. Within a year of that business, I had a revenue of about £50,000, which was mind-blowing for someone who hasn't had any business experience before apart from university. That was like amazing. I was so shook. At this time and age, you can literally make money online. That was like the first thing that popped up to my head. The only problem with the business is I wasn't very consistent. So there were some months or like weeks where I didn't release any products, and so sales were very stagnant. At the end of it all, I pretty much used up the very important dates to make sales. An example for this would be Mother's Day. So email marketing was one of the biggest things that helped me, as well as social media, mainly Instagram, to make the boost in sales. I was very lucky that one of my posts went viral, where it reached about 1 million users, and from then on, that's when I started making consistent sales. So I would suggest really utilizing social media as well as your email marketing. I don't think social media is just the only thing that you need to use. I realize now that email marketing was such a useful tool in making those return sales. At the moment, my business is currently non-operational, so I put it on hold for the meantime due to legal reasons, which I will not disclose. But essentially, if I were to give you guys a tip, make sure that you hire a solicitor or a lawyer that will help you out with ironing out any legal actions, that you're not stepping on anyone's toes in terms of I don't know what other legal stuff are out there, but I mean, that's why I hired a solicitor, for a purpose. But they're very good. For example, name of a business. You can't have the same name as another business who's already operational. You need to make sure and check in the company's house that the business name that you have is not taken anymore, if that makes sense. Also, before starting off a business, you need to make sure what kind of business you are, whether you're a sole trader or a limited company, and between those two there are different rules under them as well. Of course, if you're a sole trader, then you yourself, the owner, is connected to the business. So if the business were to go bust, you know, it's gonna come out of your own pocket. I think something like that. And then if you're a limited company, it's obviously a private company, which means that if the company were to go bust, then you will be detached from that kind of situation. You are more or less protected because the business is a separate entity. I know I've already like dropped a few nuggets here and there while I was telling you like the background story and how it all started, but like my main tip for you guys, if you want to start a business, just do it. Oh my god, I sound like one of those like YouTubers. Honestly, there is no way for you to tell if now is the right time. You just have to do it and learn throughout the process, because that's definitely something I was not prepared for. Of course, it's better to be prepared, but to kind of reach to a certain stage of perfection before starting out, that's never gonna happen. Like, perfection is never gonna happen. You either do it now, or you learn throughout the process, or you do it later down the line, like a year or two, when you could have done it now to begin with and already reap the results a year or two from now. Another tip that I can give you guys, and I am literally gonna sound like one of these YouTubers that I watch, but money is not everything. Like, okay, money is important for capital, but when I mean like it's not everything, as in it's not the wheel that gets you going, you know what I'm saying? If it's not your passion to run a business, if it's not your passion to make YouTube videos, then you're never gonna feel fulfilled with what you're doing. But to be honest, like, whenever I hear stuff like that, it is true, money is not everything, but if you're an entrepreneur, you will know that cash flow is very important. Another tip that I can give you guys is you have to constantly learn. Have this hunger that you want to learn all the time. When I started my online boutique, I literally had to learn everything, down from how to do email marketing to creating the website, making it look aesthetic and authentic as possible. So it's a constant learning process. And if you're not prepared for it, or if you're not willing to put in the hours and time to learn something to elevate the business, then yeah, it's not going to work out for you. As for me, I am going to start a different kind of business and use what I have learned from the previous business into this new one, where I can iron out the mistakes that I did previously. And honestly, the best time to start is now. I feel like I rambled on in this video, guys. I hope that was kind of clear and you understood my point. If you want more content like this, then do let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, until next time, I will see you. Bye.